Today's NFL news majorly impacts the New Orleans Saints and the NFC South. So in today's video, we're going to go through what that news is because we'll give you a hint. It's around the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tristan Wirfs. You may have seen the updates, but we're going to get you informed here on Saints Now by Chat Sports. And of course, we're also going to take a look at the brand new icy white helmets. I wore the white hat in honor of the new white lids. We're going to take a look at these helmets. We're going to go look at all the details, give you my reaction. These are so fresh. I couldn't make you wait to the end of the video, though. So I wanted to give you a little bit of teaser. These are so sick. Let me know what you think in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to Saints Now by Chat Sports. We're on the road to 50K, and we're only 27 subscribers away from our next milestone of 47,000. So hit the sub button if you're a diehard Saints fan and you want daily Saints content by fans for fans. Now let's get you informed on what's going on across the National Football League. Tristan Wirfs, he recently had surgery on his right knee, and he is likely to miss at least the first few games of the regular season. This is a really, really big update, and this is a massive hit to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He protects Baker Mayfield's blind side, and there is a possibility that Tristan Wirfs could end up on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list, which would sideline him at least for the first 4 weeks of the NFL season. We're going to take a look at what those first 4 weeks are, and the fifth week, of course, here in a moment. But the New Orleans Saints, they don't play them until later in the season, but let's get you more informed on what's going on with Tristan Wirfs, because it's important to be smart and educated around the National Football League, of course, when it's a divisional opponent. So Tristan Wirfs, there was minor damage found, or additional minor damage found in his right knee whenever he was having surgery. The Bucs scheduled surgery on Tuesday. And then today, Wednesday, July 9th, we get the updates around Tristan Wirfs that there is actually more injuries and there's more things to deal with. Wirfs likely, like we said, will end up on the PUP list to start the season. He was he covered Baker Mayfield's blind side, and Charlie Heck, a guy that the Buccaneers signed in free agency from the San Francisco 49ers. He will likely replace Tristan Wirfs for the first handful of weeks throughout the regular season. And like I said, this is a big blow for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is an absolutely phenomenal left tackle, one of the best players on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster. He is extremely consistent, extremely dominant, and for a team that's trying to continue their reign of being the NFC South champions, the Buccaneers are definitely going to miss this player. Look how good he was according to Pro Football Focus. Of course, PFF grades aren't the gospel, but I do think that they at least help tell the story of offensive linemen specifically. Over 1,000 snaps. He was phenomenal in pass blocking, struggled against the run a bit, did allow 0 sacks, 8 penalties this season, but Tristan Wirfs, no question about it, one of the best in the National Football League. But the New Orleans Saints, they will actually not really, I'm not going to say benefit from this injury news, because by no means are we celebrating this. We're just trying to inform you and let you know that this does directly impact the black and gold. So in week 8 on October 26th, you will take on Tampa Bay at the Superdome. But in week 14, you travel to Raymond James Stadium and you take on the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay in December, which will be beautiful weather for what it's worth. And so the Saints obviously will not be impacted by the Tristan Wirfs injury news unless it continues to linger throughout the season. I don't know if he will be able to be to return by week 5. That'll be the first week he's eligible to return. But week 8 is when the New Orleans Saints will take on Tristan Wirfs. Expect potentially some lingering issues. Expect potentially some like updates on he'll be on the injury report, might be listed as questionable kind of stuff. I don't want to speculate too much on, week 8 all the way in October when we're sitting here in July, but I will say this news does directly impact the NFC South and the New Orleans Saints. And if you look at the first 5 weeks for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they do take on the NFC South opponents in the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. So that's going to be a big miss for Tampa Bay. I honestly would expect the Falcons to now win that game, which I'm shocked to say that, I'm shocked that I'm saying that out loud. But Tampa Bay, this is a big time miss for Tampa Bay. This is a big time miss because Tristan Wirfs, like we've said over and over again, he's a very talented offensive lineman. We're not celebrating the injuries. I want to make that explicitly clear. By no means are we celebrating the injuries. We're just informing you and saying that this could directly impact the New Orleans Saints. It does impact the NFC South, especially with that Falcons-Bucs matchup in week 1. That could have big implications whenever we get to the end of the season in terms of tiebreakers and all that good stuff. So we'll have to see what happens with Tristan Wirfs and when he's able to return. But hopefully Chase Young, Carl Granderson, Cam Jordan, y'all are ready to roll week 8 and, make this guy's return a little bit more difficult. So how many times do you think Tampa Bay will lose to the New Orleans Saints? Let me rephrase. How many times do you think the Saints will beat the Bucs this season? 0, 1, 2, maybe they play each other in the playoffs, 3, which would actually be so insane. Lopez, I couldn't imagine them playing each other in the playoffs, but I do know that they're going to play each other twice. How many times do you think the Saints will come out of that game victorious? Let me know in the comment section. And like I said, coming up, we're going to take a first look at the new Saints helmets. They're beautiful. They're so clean. I cannot wait to go into detail on how great these helmets are. But really quick, we got to thank today's sponsor, and it is none other than Chubby Shorts, one of my favorite sponsors we have here at Saints Now by Chat Sports. I'm telling you right now, if it weren't for my Chubby Shorts, on my walk into work today, I would have been sweating like a dog down there. But thanks to Chubby Shorts, I was comfortable, I looked good, and I felt good. And summer's here, fellas, which means it's time to let the dogs out. And of course, by dogs, we mean your legs. And if your pups have been stuck in jeans or sweats for the last few months, it's time to set them free with the lined swim collection from Chubby's. Whether you're poolside, lakeside, oceanside, or you got a shoddy on your side, Chubby's is here to make you feel good, look good, and be prepared for anything your vacation, your travel days, or your weekend throws at you. Life's too short for uncomfortable swim trunks, so these babies are set up for all-day comfort with a quick-dry stretch fabric and a built-in liner that actually does its job. No more chafing, no more swamp ass, no more mesh disasters. Chubby's is the #1 place to get your swimsuits, your shorts, or anything that you're going to be rocking this summer. I honestly just went on a trip to Nantucket and Boston with my girlfriend and Maddie's family, and it was absolutely amazing. I wore my Chubby Shorts. I got a lot of compliments, not just from Maddie, of course, but also Maddie's family and everything. So whether you're suiting up for cannonballs, cookouts, or casual Fridays, Chubby's has you covered. For a limited time, Chubby's is giving our listeners 20% off your order with code CHAT at chubbysshorts.com. That's code CHAT at chubbysshorts.com. Support our show and let them know we sent you. You can click the link that's in the comments or description of this video. It is attached to the pinned comment, so I made it easy for you to find. Go check out Chubby Shorts and support the show. chubbysshorts.com/chat. Summer's here. Dress like it in Chubby's. Now, I just got to say this. Thank you, Saints. We now have just put the cherry on top for already the most beautiful uniforms in the National Football League. I personally think the Saints color scheme already is just absolutely incredible. And these white helmets, you get the gold face mask, you get the white lid, you get the gold fleur-de-lis, you get a gold stripe with a black pin. I mean, it's so fresh. Lopez, let's go to this next one because I got to tell you, this gold face mask is so damn beautiful, but the details are really where I fall in love with this helmet because I love the gold face mask, but that stripe right there, look inside. Look inside. If you need to screenshot it and blow it up or just check it out on my Twitter, I've been posting these pictures like crazy. Also on Instagram, you see little fleur-de-lis along that stripe. Way, way better than that black abomination of a helmet that we had where it had like that weird V mohawk thing with the fleur-de-lis. It just looked bad, but they nailed it with this one with the stripe. Very subtle, very beautiful. It's going to look so nice. It's going to pop on those Superdome lights. I'm telling you, it's going to be beautiful. And I will say the little speckles in the helmet, maybe people like it, maybe people don't. Personally, I'm a massive fan. I think it adds a little detail, adds a little extra something to the helmet. And I just think they're so much better than the black helmets. Shout out to Kellen Moore. I don't know, honestly, who to thank, but shout out to Kellen Moore. He's saving my football team every single day because these are way better than those black helmets that Sean Payton and Dennis Allen designed. I like these ones way, way more. I think these are beautiful. And honestly, if it's me, I'm ordering a little mini helmet for my desk, and I'm ordering a full-size helmet for the crib so I can have it in my man cave. It's so clean. It's so fresh. I want to hear from you in the comments whether or not you like this. And when are the Saints going to be rocking these beautiful lids? Well, it will be during the games they rock the Color Rush uniforms. So the best uniforms in the league already just got fresher. So here's an edit that I found on social media of kind of what to expect when this all comes together. So you obviously got the Color Rush uniform. You got the beautiful stripes, the beautiful gold. It pops so much on that white uniform. But then you match the stripes on the helmet to the jersey. It's so fresh. It's so clean. I personally think that whenever you have this combination, it's going to look beautiful on game days. It's a shame that the Saints don't have a primetime matchup where the entire world can focus and see how beautiful these look. We're going to get clowned in the comments. We're going to get clowned by other fan bases saying, well, at least you're going to look good when you're losing. But I think it's objectively a beautiful look, a great helmet. And I think that this is going to be such a sight to see on Sundays. I cannot wait. Personally, I hope that they use these helmets more than just like during the color rush. I know that that's what they're going to do this season, but I'd like to see them utilize them a little bit more. And I'm just going to show you a few of the pictures, and I want you to rate them in the comments. We're going to roll through a few of them just so you can kind of get the good looks of this absolutely fresh helmet. But scale it for me 1 to 100 in the comment section. Let me know, do you like them? Do you hate them? 1 means you absolutely hate them. You think that they're garbage. 100 meaning you think it's the freshest helmet in the National Football League. I know I'm typing at least in 100, maybe even 105 in the comment section. And I just want to hear from you. So get down in the comments, share your thoughts, and let me know. And I'm going to finish off today's video by just saying a thank you to the New Orleans Saints. They're getting things right. They're doing things right. And I just have to say thank you so much for the icy lids. It feels like this offseason, we're really putting some electricity in some new energy, in some new heart. There's a new pulse in this team. Call it Kellen Moore. Call it Tyler Shuck. Call it getting Dennis Allen out of here. Call it getting rid of Derek Carr. I don't care what you want to call it. It just feels like the vibes around this team, the energy around this team, it's young, it's fresh. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it's going to lead them to go win a Super Bowl and have some unbelievable season. But I will sit here and say I think that they're doing things right. They're giving the Saints fans a reason to believe in them, or not believe in them, but at least have some excitement. They're giving the fan base some hype. They're giving them a reason to have some buzz. And honestly, for what it's worth, we're all going to want to tune in on the games that they're rocking those helmets and those jerseys. So at the bare minimum, we're going to see those uniforms and have some pretty good audience a few times this season. Praying to God that we win in those white helmets because we need some good juju. We need some good karma around the New Orleans Saints. And those black helmets just were not it. So Saints fans, be sure to subscribe here to Saints Now by Chat Sports. We're going live later on here today, about 4 p.m. Central Time. So turn on your notifications, subscribe to Saints Now by Chat Sports, and come hang out with me and my guy Loco Lopez. Y'all stay golden, and we'll see you on our live show.